step on anybody, because I get out here with them a little bit.
Okay.
Boy, this is great.
Yeah, I've got They'll just stand around.
Today is August 6, 2016. We're with Lisa here at Eden Farm Creations, and this is your 1-year anniversary.
Yes, it's our 1-year anniversary, and we're real excited about it.
And how did you get started in this crazy business, Lisa?
This crazy business, I started when I was 4, actually. I made my first quilt with my grandmother. And then about 30 years ago, my kids started school, and I started making creations, giving it to teachers, and one teacher wanted to buy something, and another teacher wanted to buy something. Before you know it, we are selling wholesale to 30 stores in the U.S. and 2 in Canada. And so we opened the store up last year to get it out of our house because it was taking over the whole house.
And you opened up right before Jour de Fête. What was that like?
It was crazy. We opened up Jour de Fête Day not knowing what to expect. And for 2 hours, we had 2 lines completely going out the door, and it was completely crazy. By the time Jour de Fête was over, we were wiped out, which was good. But then we had to hurry up and build more merchandise. Our store, 90% of it is handmade items, and we're very proud of that.
Can you take us around, just show us a few things?
Sure. Right here is our tarts, and Samantha Flanders is the lady that makes it, and they come all the way from Florida. She took over when her mama passed away a couple years ago, and everybody loves them because they're very strong. So we sell a lot of those. We have tart warmers. We have braided rugs. We have felted animals that come from Pennsylvania. A lady handcrafts those.
And what's the most popular animal?
The sheep.
The sheep?
Although we are selling goats, and we're sold out right now, but we're getting more in. And we make dolls and rabbits. And right now, everybody's into fall. So we have scarecrows, all different kinds of pumpkins. We also have some candles here. They're from Massachusetts. They are handmade from a lady in Massachusetts. And we like it because she also made one for our shop. It's Eden Farm Harvest.
Oh, great.
And it smells like pumpkins. We have organic hand lotions. And we have macaw candles. Handmade ornaments. And they are from a lady in Ohio and a lady in Potosi.
You bring in items from all over the country.
We do. We do. We are very proud of that. We have pumpkins that I hand make, our little pumpkin men. And we're putting pilgrims out because some of the tourists are telling us they want to buy fall items. That way when they get home this fall, they can use them and remember their vacations to our beautiful little town. We make a lot of pillows. I sold over 200 pillows last year, put different sayings on them, and we're proud that we have some for sailors, Marines, airmen, any of the service we've got pillows for. And if somebody comes in and they have a service member in their family and they're getting ready to purchase it, we always give it to them. We do not take money because we appreciate our service people so much.
Can people special order items from you?
They do. They can special order. That'll be good. We're getting ready. We had some St. Louis Cardinal things, and we had somebody from Sideston yesterday that came up and ordered some. They want them for Christmas, so we're getting under that. And then we have our little, we call it our love table here. That way if anybody has a wedding or something quick they need to run in, they can run to that table, and they like having it there. We have more bears and more pillows, and then our harvest table, we've got a little, our gourd tree, and just all different, our scarecrow that I've made our scarecrows. We have sunflowers. We're getting ready to put Christmas up next week for Jour de Fête.
Never too early, huh?
Never too early. People are buying Christmas. They actually buy Christmas in May sometimes. And then we've got all kinds of fall. We just started carrying handcrafted minifigures. We have a man, I believe he's in Arnold, and he contacted us last week, and he hand makes these
Oh my
by
gosh.
just the little bitty blocks that he buys. And they are Lego compatible, but they are not Legos, and everybody loves them. So now we have something for kids, and we also are getting a kids corner set up in the shop. That way when anybody comes in with children, they'll have a place that they can go up there and play with Legos and be safe, and they don't have to worry about them. This is more of our little Legos. But yes, we have.
That's going to be a big hit.
I hope so. I hope so. I think so. I know we had kids come in yesterday, little girls, and their favorite one was, let me show you here. And I have no idea what these people are called, but they loved the little pink-haired one, which I like the pink and then the little pigtails. Probably everybody else knows all these little guys and gals, but I don't. But it is something new in the shop that we are very excited about doing.
You have to keep on finding new items, don't you?
That's our goal, is to find new items and to expand in different areas. We have all kinds of trees. If anybody needs a small tree to big trees, we've got trees in different kinds of buckets. So they should come out next weekend. They'll see all kinds of trees that are in painted buckets. We specialize in birdhouses, which we've got out there. We buy from a man in Caledonia, Rick LaChance, and then my husband Paul also makes things out of barnwood. We've sold a lot of his birdhouses also. People from St. Louis, St. Charles. We even have some people from Arkansas coming up to buy his birdhouses, which we're excited about. And we have little felted mice. These are our little reindeer mice, which we thought are really adorable. We had them last year and sold out. The lady, she hand felt all kinds of stuff. Oh, we do have one more ram. I thought we were completely sold out. But he's our last one. He's all hand felted, which is pretty awesome. And then we have a lot of hand painted items. And let me put this down because we have two ladies in Potosi that take gourds and make all kinds of things out of gourds for us.
And they all look different because all the gourds are different.
Exactly.
So they're very unique items.
Yeah, we had even cardinals last year in the big ones, and they even do ornaments. And I'm just amazed because I couldn't do such detail. And we have one nativity set left. And that's pretty much the tour of our store.
What are your hours of operation, Lisa?
We are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 to 5, but we're also starting to open Sundays too from 11 to 3. So, but anytime we're here, which I'm here working quite often, anybody's welcome. We pass out my number anytime anybody needs anything. They call me and I'm here. We're here for the people, and we want to be at their hands. You know, if they need us, we want to be there for them because we appreciate everybody.
Thanks for the tour, Lisa.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We're excited.
How's everybody doing today? Well, I am so glad to be here with you today, and we're going to try a quick crowd warm-up just as we get started. How many of you, is there anybody here that has seen one of my shows before? One person, oh, let's see, 2 people, 3 people, very, very good. How many of this is the first time you will have seen one of these shows? Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is DJ Edwards. And actually, this month, I'm celebrating 23 years of doing magic professionally. I started when I was 11 years old, and I'm all over the place doing a lot of different kinds of shows. And so I'm really excited to be here at this special time for me. Now, a quick crowd warm-up. Could I get everybody to extend their right arm? And you're going to find out real quick that I am not just a kid's magician, but I'm an everybody magician. And so everybody extends your right arm. Very good. And now extend your pointer finger, just like this. And now extend your thumb, so you have an L shape. Don't put that on your forehead and look at your friend. That would not be cool. All right, now take the tip of your finger and put it to the tip of your thumb. You've got a little circle. Just keep watching my hand. Begin to turn that back and forth, and a little faster, and a little faster, and now really, really, really fast. And finally, put that to your chin. That is your cheek, not your chin. It does no good to switch at the last minute. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Give yourselves a big round of applause. All right, let's try another one real quick to make up for it, okay? You will need both hands. It will be worth it, okay? I promise you. Both hands. Put them right out in front of you. And now turn your thumbs to the inside till they're pointed straight down. Perfect. And now cross your arms just like this. And finally, lace your fingers together. Squeeze them tight. Keep them there. Hold them up real high so we can see them. But make sure you've got them laced just like this. Okay, now everybody watch my hands. So our fingers are laced. Thumbs are pointed down. Arms are crossed. I would like for everyone to do exactly as I do. And now do this for me. Well, if you're ready to see some magic, we're going to go ahead and get started. You know, years ago, when I was first beginning to do all of this, there was a beautiful little magic trick that I learned. It was a very, here comes our advertisement with the wizard hat on. Yeah. I learned a real simple little magic trick, and I still have it in the show today. And I'd like to show it to you right now, and I do it for a special reason. You see, sometimes I perform on a big stage where I do things like cut my wife in half, make her float in the air, all this sort of stuff. And I always assume that those types of tricks will be everyone's favorites. But many times, if I ask them, their favorite is some little bitty pocket trick. And this is one such trick. Let me show you what I mean. I've got a little yellow handkerchief. I have my sleeves rolled up. That's important. I am going to make a fist, just like so. I'm going to place the handkerchief inside of my fist, just like this. Watch it very, very closely, because it vanishes and jumps right back over here to this hand, to a roaring round of applause from the audience. Now, this is one of those tricks. At the end of the show, somebody will come up to me and they'll say, I know you're not supposed to tell any secrets, but would you please tell me, on that little yellow handkerchief, did you simply switch hands at the last moment when we were first starting the trick? And so I always have to perform this again after the show to show them. So I just decided I'd start performing it again in the show. Would you like to watch one more time? I make a fist like this. We got one fan back there. I begin to place the handkerchief down into my fist. Note, sleeves pulled up. Handkerchief right here. You can still see it. Tucked inside. Now watch it very closely. It vanishes and jumps right back over here. You know what to do. And so a lot of times people amaze me because their favorite trick will be a very small trick. I've got another example of this. Right here is a trick that I have done in almost every show for the past 20 years. As a matter of fact, many places that I show up, they'll come up and say, did you bring the rope trick? That's what they want to know. This is the rope trick. Now, this is my version of a very old classic rope trick. It starts with 3 pieces of rope. We have one short rope. We have a medium rope, almost twice the size, not quite, but close. And then we have a long piece of rope, just like this. Now, all I'm going to do is to put the ends together, just like this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put all of the ends together, and I'll show you why in just a moment. We're going to get to the center here. I want to do something really cool with these. I'm going to take one end from each rope, short, medium, and long, over to my right hand. Basically, now we can stretch them with you looking at the middle. Here's why that's important. I need your help. On the count of 3, I want everybody to blow right up here to my hands. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, we end up with 3 medium pieces of rope. Give yourselves a big round of applause. That's right, that little bitty short piece of rope has grown into a medium piece of rope. Not a bad trick. Now, the second rope has always been a medium piece, so that's not a real big deal. But my favorite is the long piece because it actually had to shrink almost 12 inches to become a medium piece of rope. And so now we have 3 ropes that are equal in length. Now, the gentleman that invented this trick was a great magician by the name of Di Vernon. We all called him the professor because he would create brand new magic tricks and then teach them to other magicians. So he would stop at this point in the trick and he would turn the ropes back into short, medium, and long. This is where I take a little detour. I'm actually going to lose one right here around my neck so that I only have 2 medium pieces. This is my 2-rope trick. Can you see the 2 mediums even over there? All right, very good. Now, I want you to watch very closely. This is my favorite part of the trick. It's also the fastest part of the trick. Because if I will simply take the 2 medium pieces of rope, snap, they change into one great big piece of rope. Thank you very much. Just like this. Now, you may have noticed something about rope. And here's why I think people love rope tricks so much. Everybody has played with a piece of rope. When you have all the strange looking magic boxes on stage, people assume, they realize they're probably gimmicked boxes. But everyone's played with a piece of rope. So when magic happens with everyday, ordinary objects, it surprises them. They like it. Every rope in the world is built the same. Every rope in the world has 2 ends and 1 middle. That's how every rope is. But I have never found a good use for the 2 ends of a rope. And so I usually take the 2 ends and put them right over here, leaving me with one continuous middle section. Thank you. Now, if you ever figure out a good use for the 2 ends, you hang them anywhere on the middle, bring the middle of the middle up into your hand and get your scissors out. Did you bring your scissors? They're right here on the end of your hand. You had yours. Somehow I knew that you would. If everyone would help me get your scissors out, and everybody give me a great big snip. And just like that, we are back to 2 pieces. Give yourselves another hand. But we are not quite where we started because we did not start with 3 medium pieces of rope. If you were watching closely, you know that we actually started with 1 short rope, 1 medium rope, and a long piece, just like magic. Which brings me to my next thought. People are always asking me questions, and one of the things that they ask, they say, where do you come up with the different ideas for these magic tricks? Now, that one, of course, came from a great magician who created magic tricks. But a while back, I found an idea for a magic trick in a very interesting place. I was yard sailing. Does anybody like to go to yard sales? I love to go to yard sales and see what everybody's getting rid of. And I was at a yard sale, and I was in the toy section, and I saw something kind of strange. It sounded like a freight train. I saw something kind of strange. I saw this little toy. Did any of the kids ever have one of these at home? See, I never had one of these either. I had never seen anything like it. I didn't know what it was. And I asked the lady, I said, what in the world is this? She said, honestly, I'm not real sure. She said, my kids used to play with it. And I said, well, I'm a magician. I said, it's very bright and colorful. People can see it from a distance. I said, I think I'm going to take it with me and see if I can figure out something to do with it. Now, you can see the orange stick here in the middle, and then, of course, some great big pom-poms on the ends. We have, everybody call the colors out just so you see them. We have yellow, blue, red, and white, just like that. And so I've come up with a very, very clever name for this presentation. I call it the pom-pom stick. And I hope that you enjoy it. So we have the yellow and the blue, and there's a little piece of string over here, a short string. Now on this end, I don't know how well you can see, there's a string, but it's not a short string. Down here we have a long piece of string, just like this. And so the red and the white and the long piece the yellow and the blue, and a short piece. Now, after I got it home, I discovered that this was no ordinary pom-pom stick, but this was a magic pom-pom stick. I'll show you what I mean. If all of us will put our attention right here on the white pom-pom, I mean looking nowhere else, but if we will all look together and concentrate, that pom-pom will begin to rise a little higher and a little higher and a little higher. Let's try it now. Everyone concentrate, looking nowhere else at all, focusing all of our attention on the white pom-pom. And it rises just like that. Just goes right up. You're very kind. Well, that was my next surprise, because I found out that the strings did not necessarily go with their respective ends of the pom-pom stick. In fact, when you pull the blue pom-pom down, the white pom-pom goes up. And if you pull the white pom-pom down, the blue pom-pom goes up just like this. Now, I did that for a while. It was kind of fun. I could see where a kid may enjoy doing that for just a couple of minutes. But I started to get bored, and that's when my curiosity said, then what in the world does the yellow one do? I grabbed the yellow pom-pom, I pulled it up, and when I pulled up the yellow pom-pom, the white pom-pom went up. When I dropped it, the blue pom-pom went down. So now I knew the white pom-pom was connected to the blue pom-pom was connected to the white pom-pom, the yellow pom-pom was connected to the white pom-pom, which is also connected to the blue pom-pom. It was the strangest thing I had ever seen. Until I realized that the lonely red pom-pom had been hanging there all by itself the whole time. I couldn't take it any longer. I grabbed the red pom-pom. When I pulled it up, the blue pom-pom went up, and the white pom-pom fell down. Now I knew that the yellow pom-pom was connected to the white pom-pom, which connected to the blue pom-pom, connected to the red pom-pom on this end, with white pom-pom connected right down underneath. Very strange how that worked. But I had realized one thing. No matter how I did it, there was always going to be a long string at one end, a short string at the other. You would never want a long string at both ends. If you have a long string, at both ends, somehow it just doesn't look like there's much magic anymore. This brought me to my greatest curiosity yet. What in the world is going on inside of this pom-pom stick? I noticed it was split right there in the middle. That's when I pulled it apart to find there was absolutely nothing inside, just the strings down in the ends. I couldn't figure out how it had worked. I didn't know how in the world I was making it happen. All that I knew is that you always want to have, this is the moral of the story, if you ever find a pom-pom stick, you want a short string at one end, a long string at the other, so that the blue pom-pom is always connected to the white pom-pom, the red pom-pom is always connected to the blue, connected to the white, connected to the yellow. Ladies and gentlemen, I call that the pom-pom stick. Hey, I think that this would be a great moment to get some help from the audience. But I think we should get one of our grown-ups to come and help me first. Let's see who's going to volunteer. Look, everybody's pointing at someone else. It's funny, if I ask the kids, the hands go up. If I ask the grown-ups, half the crowd looks at their shoes, the other half's pointing at someone else. Do we have any volunteers before we enlist you? Come right on up. Give her a big round of applause. And what is your name?
Debbie.
Debbie, very nice to meet you. I'm DJ. And if you would come and stand right over here. Debbie, we are going to try a card trick. It seems everywhere I go, most people like card tricks. Now, it would be hard to see in the back, so I brought some great big cards. And here they are. We've got a little stand for them right there. Now, this is not an ordinary deck of cards. As a matter of fact, I have 2 packs of cards here. Let me get to the center. That marks the middle between the 2 packs. It simply says, Magic Time Now is happening. We're going to put that right there so that Debbie and I can read it, and so that the audience can also read along. This is going to be somewhat of a spelling test, okay? It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Now, the cards, like I said, not regular playing cards, but they have some different colors, and they have some different phrases on them, just like this. And I'm going to give you 1 pack to hold, both hands, perfect, and I'm going to hold mine just like this. Now we're going to begin to spell these words, and as we do it, we're going to be shuffling the cards. But you will be in charge of the shuffle, so I can't control the order, all right? Here's what we're going to do. Every time we say a letter, one of us will move a card from the top to the bottom. 1 card per letter. It will either be Debbie or myself, and Debbie's in charge. The first word is magic. The first letter is M. Debbie, would you like the M, or would you like me to take it?
Take the M.
Okay, one card to the bottom for M. Perfect. How about the A? Go ahead. How about the G?
I'll take it.
Go ahead. How about the I?
You.
Very good. And how about the C?
You.
I'll take the C. They should be nice and mixed. By the way, we have not met. You didn't know you'd be helping today, correct? All right. Now, we are to the end of our first word. So we need to take a little progress report and see where we've ended up. Take your top card off and show it to the audience. And what did you get? Yeah, absolutely. And we both landed on the green card. It says perfect match. That's a great start. Let's put that one out of the way and try again. The next word is time. Who wants the T? Go ahead. How about the I? Go ahead. How about the M? Go ahead. How about the E? Go ahead. Selfish, isn't she? All right, and so we are through the second word time. Now, that time she didn't even let me get in on it. Let's see where we're at. Take your top card off. Show me. Yeah, me too. We both landed on the yellow card. Give her a big round of applause. Let's put that one right over here. All right, the next word is now. Who wants the N? How about the O? How about the W? Go ahead. Take your top card off, show it to the audience, and we both landed on the red card. It says this is amazing. We are 3 for 3. Let's try the next one. A little two-letter word is. Who wants the I? And how about the S? Take that top card off, Debbie. Show it. And we both landed on the white card. It says, can you believe this? Now, we've got one word left, 2 cards to mix it up. The word is happening. Debbie, who wants to take an H? Go ahead. Who wants to take an A? Who wants to take a P? I was so close. I was so close. All right, I'll take the first P. How about, I'll have the other one too. Very good. How about the letter E? How about the N? Go ahead. How about the I?
You.
How about the next N? And how about the G? Go ahead. Take your top card off. Show it to the audience. We both landed on the orange. It says incredible. What's your last card? It says it's magic. Would you give Debbie a great big round of applause? Thank you very, very much. Is everybody having fun so far? All right. You know, something that I've been taking with me for a long time, and it's interesting because I perform for a lot of different groups of people in different ages, and I'm not primarily a children's performer. I mean, I do lots of kids shows too, but I'm just all over the place for a lot of things. But sometimes I'll add something special if it's just for kids, and then I find out later that the grown-ups were the biggest kids of all. And so I start bringing it everywhere. And I've got 2 kids at home. My little girl, she's 9 years old. Her name is Moriah. And then I got a 5-year-old little boy. His name is Deacon. And we all love to color. Even me. I never outgrew it. Does anybody like to color? You like to draw, color, paint, these kind of things? Well, Deacon is crazy about farm animals. And so he has a farm animal coloring book. And then Moriah, she has like Disney princesses. And me, I have a coloring book with my favorite magic tricks inside. And I thought maybe if you like magic, maybe you would see one of your favorite magic tricks. And so there, oh, the rabbit in the hat. There's the flower trick. There's the assistant helping him on stage. Did you see one of your favorite magic tricks inside? No? You didn't see anything at all? I forgot to tell you the most important part. This is an imagination coloring book. I was supposed to tell you to pretend you saw some pictures inside. Let's try it one more time. Everybody concentrate, and let's pretend that we see some pictures. Do you see them that time? Give yourselves a big round of applause. You know, I'm so glad that you did, because I would have been very disappointed if I had left here today and you hadn't seen these beautifully colored pictures. All the bright red and the blue and the green and the purple and the royal puce, and that's my favorite color. You didn't see any colors inside? None at all? You forgot to imagine the colors? Let's try once more. Everybody concentrate. Watch close, and let's see if we can get some color. Give yourselves another big round of applause. Wonderful job. It's interesting because no matter how much a magician stresses it, after the show, people always have these questions that I was telling you about. And I've learned that wherever I go, no matter what the audience, people are just people everywhere. And whenever you meet someone new, usually the conversation starts like this. They'll say, hello, how do you do? Unless you're a magician. This is what they say to me. They say, hello, how do you do that? They want to know how it works. So today, I'm going to show you one of my favorite magic tricks, And if you enjoy it, I'll tell you the secret. Would you like to learn how a magic trick works? I have right here, thank you, both of you. I have right here what I simply call the domino trick. Does anybody play with dominoes at home? Very good. My favorite thing to do with dominoes is to stack all of them up, and then what? And then knock them all over. Now this one is a little bit big for that. My grandma, she always played a game called chicken foot. Anybody know about chicken foot with dominoes? Depends on what part of the country we're in. This young lady, she loves chicken foot. Okay. Now I want to show you, this domino is much different from the ones you have at home. You see, most dominoes have a front side with spots and a back side with no spots. But this domino does not have a front side, a back side at all. As a matter of fact, it has 4 front sides, and they all have a different number of spots. Let me show you what I mean. Here's the first front side. Here's the second front side. Here's the third front side, and here's the fourth front side. Kind of strange. Let's try again. The first one, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one. Now, be honest, you won't hurt my feelings. Did anybody catch on to the secret yet? All kids, no grown-ups figures. Oh, these guys back here. I'm not sure what that means, though. All right, let's try again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did you catch it? Yeah. All right, I'll do it just once more, and then I'll tell you how. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You ready? You can make one of these. Very simple. Take a piece of cardboard or poster board, color it whatever color you'd like, put one spot in the middle and a secret spot right here in the corner. Now you cover this one up and you call it 1, and everybody believes you. Or if you cover this empty corner, now you count 1, 2, 3. I know there's actually 2, but everyone assumes there's a third in the row. And so that creates the illusion either of 1 or of 3, just like this. Now, the back side works the same. It's just laid out a little bit different because you have 2 spots, or here's the secret spot. You cover it down here, and now you count 1, 2, 3, 4, just like this. And it just creates the illusion of 2 or 4. Now, if someone catches you, because a few people here today caught me, if someone catches you, there's one way to save the trick. Turn the domino over 1 extra time. But this time, make sure that there really are 3 spots on that side. Make sure there really are 4 spots on this side. And one thing that I have never been able to figure out is where the hole comes from. But everybody claps like crazy every single time that it happens. You know, growing up, I think I never really grew up. I think that's why I am a magician. And one of my favorite things to do, let me see if I can get this to stop ringing. One of my favorite things to do was have story time. You guys like story time? You know, grown-ups like story time. That's why we watch movies too, and a lot of people love to read. And one of my favorite stories was about a wizard, a sorcerer, a magician. And he would use his magic tricks to make fun stuff happen, to make people happy. But there were some selfish people in his town, and they were always trying to steal the magic and keep it all for themselves. And so the magician decided he would create a special box where he would hide his magic stuff, where it would turn invisible and nobody could find it. It was a beautiful red box about like this with stars and moons on the outside of it. You're all looking this way. I've got the box with me. Here it is. And inside we have a red handkerchief filling the inside. And let me show you a little bit more about the box. First of all, it sits on a platform that you can see underneath. And there are a couple of parts to it. We have the box, we have a square end, just like that, so it's just a rectangular tube. Can you see my face through there? And through here, we can see right through the windows, just like this. And so that one sits on the platform, but we also have this one, which is a circular tube. We have a cylinder, just like that. Now here's what that sorcerer would do. He would point his hands toward the box, he would wiggle them, and he would say the magic word. The magic words are wiggle, 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 wiggle. Did you know that was the magic word? Can you help me to say it? Here we go. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You know you want to. We'll try it once more. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Just like that. Let's see what we've got inside. Nothing. you know what? The wizard would always get one of the kids from the neighborhood to help him. Do we have any of the kids today that would like to help? Zach's hand went up first. Run on up here. Give Zach a big round of applause. Now, I know Zach, but he's not in on the trick, okay? Now, Zach, here's what you got to do. Point your fingers. Wiggle them. Say the magic word. Give him a hand. All right, let me take a look. And nothing. Tell you what, let's try it with the hat. Man, isn't he a great looking wizard? All right, point your fingers, wiggle them.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
And let's see. Nothing. Golly, I don't know why it's working, why it's not working. Do you guys have any idea what we could try to maybe get something inside of here? What do you think? The magic wand. I call this the BMW. That means it's a big magic wand. Zach, I want you to hold on to the big magic wand. I want you to wave it toward the box and say it.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you give him a great big round of applause? Look at that. We'll put it down here. All right, let me watch. Okay, try it again.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Give him another big round of applause. Fantastic. Now, we're going to try something kind of special. So we have our square box, we have our cylinder, and Zach has the hat and wand. Now, there is nothing currently in the hat, but we're going to put the handkerchief down inside of the hat just like this, and I'm going to put that on Zach's head just like this. Now, Zach, wave the wand next to the hat, and then wave it toward the box. Very good. And ladies and gentlemen, nothing inside of the hat. Give him a hand. And right on schedule, give him another big round of applause. So he caused the handkerchief to vanish, fly through the air invisibly and land right here in the box. And he did a very wonderful job. What's that? White? Oh, this is a red handkerchief, not a white handkerchief. Oh, and a white handkerchief. Ladies and gentlemen, not only did he make the red one fly across, but he has produced a beautiful white handkerchief. And didn't he do a fantastic... No, this is a white handkerchief. We have a red and a white. Red, white, and blue. This is the United States. Blue handkerchief, and he has made one last handkerchief appear, a beautiful blue handkerchief, just like that. And a green handkerchief, just like this. And I tell you what, Zach, grab this red handkerchief and take off walking down the sidewalk. I think I see where this is headed. Would you give him another big round of applause? Now we're going to try one more, okay? Because whenever I do this trick, it always makes me really hungry. And so we're going to try something. Since Zach's got a good flow going here with the magic wand, I want you to wave it one more time and make me some lunch.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Let's try it. Ladies and gentlemen, give him the biggest hand of all. Fantastic job. Zach, thank you very much. Give him another hand as he's seated. And let's see how we're doing. Oh, we're doing good on time. I want to try just a couple more things today. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Is everybody having a good time? You know, whenever I'm out and about a lot of places, and if somebody sees me and happens to have been to one of the shows before, they always ask me to see a magic trick. And I try to carry a few things around with me that normally wouldn't work on stage. Now, sometimes, if I'm doing a show outdoors, sometimes the crowd will be so big no one can see. But I want to do one of my favorite tricks today because I think we're all close enough that everybody can see this. Now, I know everybody likes money, and so people are always attracted to money tricks. I have a dollar bill. You can see the president there, just like that. You can feel it even. It's just a regular dollar bill. But something strange happens with this dollar bill. And you might have seen something like it in the past. Maybe you've seen a grandfather or an uncle try this with one of the kids. You fold the dollar up, and when you unfold it, suddenly the president is upside down. Anybody ever see that? You just turn it over as you're folding it. Well, this does something like that, but when we unfold this one, watch. You'll see that the dollar bill is actually printed inside out. Do you see that? You want to feel that? It's not glued together. It's actually printed that way, completely inside out. Now, you can't spend it that way. There are thousands of misprints like this every year, but you can't spend them that way. And so if you get ready to spend it, you just fold it up, and when you unfold it, it turns back into a regular dollar bill. Is that worth a great big round of applause? Hey, let's try one more little one like that. I think I've got one with me, and this is one of my favorites. Let's try this one, because people like this kind of close-up stuff. I've got a little tube here with a cap. We've got a smaller tube with a cap. I'm going to have you to help me if that's okay. Inside, we have a little game die, just like that. Now, I'd just like you to pick a number. If you want 4, you'll put the 4 face up, like this, and then you'll put the cap on, but you won't show me what number. You can show everybody else if you'd like to, okay? So you take that, and you take this, pick whatever number you'd like, put it face up, and just tell me when you're done. Hey, can everybody still hear me okay? Yeah. All right, we'll do it without fighting this silly thing. You got one? All right. So she has picked her number, and of course it's not got a trap door or anything like that. I'm going to put it inside the next tube, and you picked the 5. Is that right? Give her a big hand. Let's try somebody over here. Ma'am, would you like to try?
Sure.
Take the cap, take the die. Now, whatever number you want, just put it face up inside, cap it, tell me when you're done. You can show it to anybody you like as long as I don't know what it is.
Ready.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, so there's her number, safely sealed inside, all right? We put it inside, and you picked the 6, is that right? Yep. Give her a big round of applause. Now, before I go today, I want to do something really special to kind of cap the show off. And it's actually not even a magic trick, but everyone has been calling it their favorite part of the show. Now, some of the kids were asking me about these balloons over here, and I call this the balloon guessing game. Are you ready to play? Now, here's what's funny, is that the adults think this is going to be really cute to watch until, in just a couple minutes, everyone finds themselves yelling and guessing at the same time. So we're going to give it a shot. I've got 7 balloons, and I'm going to begin to sculpt some things out of the balloons, and you just simply guess what it is that I could be making. Now, it could be an animal, it could be something you see outside, it could be something you have at home. So I start the first one. A snake, very good guess. Or what else could it be? Anything? Just a dog? You just use your imagination. Yes, what? Very good. Let's see. How about a rabbit? That could be his ears, his nose. Now, what if I change your perspective a little bit? What if I put it like this? Now we get a golf club. You know, that's how magicians fool you. They just change your perspective. They have you to look at it the way that they want you to. Now, I actually need 2 golf clubs. And so let's make a second golf club. Now, before the show, I told this young lady she could help me with the balloon part. Would you like to come and help me? Come right on up. Give her a hand. Woo! I'm going to stand right over here. And what is your name? Brooke, is that right? All right, Brooke, hold on to those golf clubs. Just like that. Now stand real still. Keep them right there. We are going to try 2 more balloons. Now, this time, I'm going to put the balloons together in the center, and now we get the letter
X.
That's pretty easy, huh? Or it could be the letter
T.
T or cross. Very good. Plus sign. What if we were out in the desert?
Cactus.
A cactus. What if we begin to spin it like this?
Windmill.
A windmill. Very good. What if we...
Helicopter.
A helicopter. Perfect. Just like that. Now let's take the propeller blades. And now, all of a sudden,
Apple.
Jellyfish.
a ball. What'd you say?
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Perfect. Squid. Very good. Or how about just a nice little...
Fish.
Just a little fish swimming along like that. Now, what if this is something that carried people to the moon?
Rocket.
What if it took them down under the ocean? A submarine. Or my favorite, I think this would make a beautiful hat. See like that? Oh! I'll make you another here. Look at that. So, Brooke, you've got the hat. You got one golf ball. Let's make you another one, okay? Because we're going to use it for something really special. I used to blow these up, but everybody had to wait too long for me to get back up off the ground to continue. Okay, hold that one, and just keep them up in the air just a little bit. Perfect, just like that. Now we've got some more. Now, what if I take this and... I know, it's everybody's favorite part of the show. I'm just squeezing it in the middle. No magic involved. You just like that. And now you've got your bow and arrow, just like this. Now, what if we were in St. Louis, big and silver? We have the arch. This could be the letter U. What if I was really happy? A smiley face. What if I was in the Old West? A mustache. Very, very good. Now, let's take the other red one. Now, pretend for just a moment that these were some different colors up in the sky. A rainbow. Now what if I take them like this? Think about something inside of my chest. My heart, absolutely. What would you eat for a snack? A pretzel, very good. What would you see out in a flower garden? A butterfly. What if I had some really cool glasses? What if I got really dressed up for my show? A bow tie. What if the police finally caught up with me? And how about the number, the symbol for? You know, there was a 4-year-old little boy one time. He said, "That's a toilet seat," which makes me a potty mouth. Or a duck. Flat. Okay, so there's that. Now, there was a 6-year-old little girl in Fredericktown. She changed my show forever when she announced to her entire class this could be nothing else besides a thigh master. How many had a thigh master? How many are lying right now? Okay, let's take the hat and we'll put this right through here. And now we get a airplane, or we've got some really cool elephant ears. Looking good, very good. I've almost turned her into an alien. But an alien means what? Some antennas. May I borrow your golf club? Thank you very much. I'm going to make you some antennas for the best looking alien elephant hat you've ever seen. That's a guarantee. Take this. And we're going to put your antennas right through here and make them point straight up to your spaceship so you can talk to all your friends and family back home. Just like that. Now, Brooke, hold on to it right here and right here. Now, keep that right on your head. Doesn't she look great? Yeah. All right, we've got one more balloon. Now, what would this be if it started wrapping itself around my arm?
Snake.
A snake. What kind of a snake would squeeze? Boa constrictor. What other kind?
Python.
Python, or a big one in the jungle, an anaconda. Very, very good. Now, What if we do this now? We have a question mark. Or I can use it to help me walk. We've got a cane. If we put a worm on it and throw it out in the lake, we have a fishing hook. Very good. Of course, we can make the number 2. We can make the letter S. Or, since we could make the golden arches, get some fries when we leave here. Or, since we are making an alien elephant hat, every elephant has to have a trunk. Did you hear an elephant behind me just now? I thought I heard one. His trunk, absolutely. And so, Brooke, let me borrow your hat one more time. We're going to put the trunk on it to turn it into the alien elephant. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Brooke, our alien elephant. Give her a big round of applause. You know what, Brooke? There's only one problem. I made a little mistake. This is not actually the alien elephant. This is, in fact, the 5-foot-tall balloon ostrich. And Brooke, you get to take that with you for helping me out today. Here, I'm going to hand it to Mom so we don't drag it on the ground. Give Brooke another hand. Very good. There you go. Ollie the ostrich will last about 3 days if you're really, really kind to him. All right? Have you all enjoyed the show today? If you need any information, we've got the souvenir cards, and sometimes the kids want me to sign them. I can do that. And it's got all of my info on the back that I perform at birthday parties and schools and banquets. Has the phone number, the website, where you can watch hundreds of videos of me doing great big magic tricks. It has my online magic store where people go to buy magic tricks. And so anyway, if you would like a souvenir from the show, just come up. I've got a big stack of them, and you can have them. Can I hear one more big round of applause for you guys? Wonderful job. Thank you very much. And make sure and shop inside Eden Farm Creations. Would you thank these two fine people for having me out today? Are you glad they're having this? Thank you so much. I've got the cards if you need them, okay? All right, you guys can get up and move around.
Can we hold that so you don't drag it?